What if I told you they couldn't see your value because God hid it from them? Yeah, you heard me correctly. That person who hurt your heart, the person who walked away, the one who treated you like you didn't matter. I'm here to tell you that it wasn't your fault. God protected you by hiding your worth from people who were never meant to recognize it. And I know you probably spent so much time asking yourself, why didn't they love me the way I loved them? What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Am I not enough? I did everything right with them. But here's the truth. You were always enough. You was always worthy. But sometimes God steps in and he shields your value because he know those people would only hurt you if they had access to the real you. If they had seen how special you really were, they might have tried to keep you, but they wouldn't have been able to treat you right. If you're sitting there hurting, wondering why someone didn't appreciate you, wondering why you kept attracting people who take you for granted, this message is definitely for you. Today, we're going to break down why God hides your value from the wrong people, how rejection is really divine protection, and how to step into your true worth and attract people who cherish you. And listen, stick with me until the very end because I'm going to share a powerful tip that will help you reclaim your confidence and help shift your mindset. Let's talk about why God hides your value from the wrong people. Here's the truth. You need to lock in your heart. When God knows you're designed for more, He will not let anyone have access to you. Think about this. Valuable things are protected, right? You don't leave diamonds laying around in the open for anyone to grab. You don't hand over your most precious treasure to people who can't handle them. And you, yes, you are precious to God. But here's where it gets deep. When you don't fully understand your own worth, it's easy to let the wrong people in. It's easy to believe that love means chasing, proving, and convincing someone to see your value. But listen closely. Real love doesn't require proof. When you're with the people who you're meant for, they will see your worth without you having to perform for it. Why couldn't they see your value? Let me be honest. I know it hurts when someone doesn't recognize your worth, especially when you're giving them your time, your energy, your love. But what if I told you their inability to see your value was actually a blessing in disguise? Because here's the truth. God knows things you don't know. He hear conversation that you never will, and he see intentions and hearts that you cannot. And sometimes God blinds people to your value to protect you from what would have destroyed you. Think about Joseph in the Bible. His own brother didn't see his worth. They was jealous and envious of him. So what did they do? They sold him into slavery. But here's the key. God always have a plan. God was positioning Joseph for a place of power and influence. And if his brother had understand his true value, they might have tried to keep him down forever. And that's the same as for you. Instead of asking yourself, why didn't they see me? Start declaring, I was hidden for a reason. God is protecting me from what's not for me. And you got to know that rejection is divine protection. Let's talk about something most people overlook. Rejection is not punishment, it's protection. I know it doesn't feel like it when someone leaves or betrays you or ignores your worth. It hurts. It makes you question everything. But listen, when someone walks away, it's often God saying, they are not part of your future that I have for you. Think back to the time when you wanted someone to stay in your life so badly, but they left. At the time, it hurt like crazy. It felt like your world was falling apart. But looking back, aren't you grateful? And I know me, I've been there. So now that I'm over that part of my life that hurt, I am so grateful that they didn't stay in my life. You have to be thankful to God for closing doors because if He hadn't, you wouldn't be who you are today. I'm going to give you three signs that God is protecting you by hiding your value. Number one, when you're doing everything right, but they still don't choose you. You gave your best, but nothing changed. This is a clear sign that God is blocking their ability to recognize your worth because they are not meant to go with you. When you feel invisible to their present, that's number two. Ever been in a room with someone who doesn't seem to see you? That's not rejection, that's redirection. God is moving you towards people who will honor you. And number three, when you outgrow the relationship, sometimes you grow spiritually and emotionally in ways others can't handle. When God is calling you higher, He will separate you from anything or anyone keeping you stuck. And here's an affirmation that you could start saying: if they couldn't see my value, they was never meant to. You have to learn to step into your true worth. Now that you understand why God's hid your value, let's talk about how to step into the fullness of who you are and how to attract people who genuinely cherish you. Number one, stop chasing and start attracting. When you know your worth, you stop chasing people. You realize the right people will come into your life easily. Number two, become the person you want to attract. If you want people who love and respect you, love and respect yourself first. Set standards and stick to them. And last thing, number three, trust God's timing. You're never overlooked by the one who matters most. What's meant for you will never miss you. Every morning, affirm that you're worthy of love, that you track relationships that honors and uplift you. So if you made it this far to this video, I want to leave you with a powerful tip. Start seeing rejection as a redirection towards something better. When people walk away, don't chase. Just trust that God never removes people without a purpose. So if someone couldn't see your worth, it's because they was never meant to carry the blessings of your presence. All right, drop me a comment below and share your tip on how to reclaim your worth and how to trust God's plans. I definitely want to hear from you. And remember, your value isn't up for debate. You are worthy, you are enough, you are loved, and your best days are still ahead. So if this resonates with you, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Because I'm here to remind you of your power and your worth every single week. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay blessed, stay prospering, continue to put God first and let Him do what He needs to do in your life, okay?